Hey everyone, Shaper 1000 here. Today we're going to be putting a differential in this 2010 Chevy Traverse. I got some things off of here, but I'll explain to you here in a minute. Stick around. Okay guys, already got the brake caliper off and the rotor. Now if you guys want to see how to do that, I'll link a video to where I did a couple weeks ago taking this off. I'll link that at the end of the screen. You'll be able to click on it, go right to it. I've got this loosened up. Now when you loosen this up, make sure your axle can push in like that. If not, back your nut out even. This side was fine, it did that. The other side I'll have to tap on it, but I'll show you here in just a minute. Just make your axle nut even with the end of that axle, okay? That way you don't hurt anything. So I'm going to go grab a hammer and I'll take you around the other side and show you how to do that. As you can see on this side, it doesn't want to push in like that, so I've backed this off with just till it's even with that. Now if you're going to reuse your hub bearing assembly, put your lug nuts back on here so that way you don't hurt them if you miss. But I'm putting new hubs on here so it doesn't matter. There you go. Just like that. Okay, now let's go back to the other side. Now, to get this out, now you can take your nut off. This will be the hardest part of this whole job, because sometimes these like to stick in here. Now back behind here, there's a bolt there, 18 millimeter. There's one right down below it, right there, and there's one over here on this side. Right here. 3 of them. You want to take those out. Now, a lot of guys will take this whole knuckle off of here. I don't recommend that, because then you have to have it all lined back up and everything. You got to have 4-wheel alignment. This way you don't. Now, right here is your speed sensor, because right down in there, there's a 10 millimeter bolt right there. We're going to take that bolt out, get your pair of needle nose pliers and twist that. Be very careful because it's plastic. Twist it back and forth and that should pop up out of there. You know, sometimes they break, so just, you know, try to be careful. Maybe spray some lubricant on it a couple days before, but they usually come out okay. But these, like I said, once I get these bolts out, I'm going to go through from the other side. Go through from back here. I've got them loosened up with that. So I'm going to use an extension, take them out with my impact. So, but first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sensor out of here so I don't get it broke, and then I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, so what I did here to get this hub out, see, sticks in there. That's metal going into aluminum. They don't like each other. So what I had to do was get this big giant puller out, and I hooked onto here on each side. Run the bolt in the center of this. So that's what I had to do. So now I'm gonna pop that axle out. Just got to go up under there with a little pry tool and pop it out. And then go to the other side. Now this one, I had to heat this one here to get it out because my tools just was not strong enough. So let me pop that axle out of there. You just give it a pop with a pry bar or big screwdriver, it'll come right out. So, alright, let me get that out of there. And then I gotta do the same thing on the other side. Okay guys, I didn't mess around with this one. I just went ahead and heated right down in there. Heated all three of them. Just put a little heat on it. Didn't take long. About maybe 3 minutes on each one. And my air tools brought it out. That's how I got my puller hooked up. So I'm gonna set you down here. Now be careful, step aside when you do this. Don't sit right in front of it. So kind of stand off to the side, because once that breaks loose, it will pop off. So what I'm doing is I'm standing back here, even though I can turn that with my hand, using my foot. I mean, you can use an impact if you want, but I don't want to be out in front of that thing. It's starting to loosen up. Should pop any minute. Well, I may have to put the impact on it. It's getting looser. There it is. Popped it right out of it. Now, there it is. Alright. Now, while you're still here, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to climb up under there, or crawl up under there and pop that out with my little pry bar. If I can get to it. There it goes. If you're not, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out like I did on the other side and pull it all the way out. That way I can give it a good inspection and clean this out real nice. Use a wire brush or a wire wheel or emery cloth or sandpaper. Don't use a file. Some guys will tell you, use a file. Don't do that. That's aluminum. So there's that. Now, 1 plug and 3 bolts, and that, well, there'll be 4 bolts on the drive shaft. Well, out here on this end, there'll be 4 bolts there, and then got 2 that go straight in the back there, and that one there. So, all right, let's. I'm going to kick you off for now. I'm going to go and plug that plug. I'm going to open that up. Now, in the back of here, up underneath, here's a spare tire. You've got to drop that spare tire down so you can get those 2 back bolts. You can probably do it with a ratchet and socket, but I'm just going to go ahead and lower that down. Also, that's called a backing plate. You can leave that hang like that. That's on a cable. It won't hurt anything. Just don't leave your caliper hanging on that hose. That's a cable, it's fine. Up in here, this, now you have some tools over here. That panel kicks off and you unscrew that down. I'm just going to use my impact on it and I'll show you. You'll see the tire coming down. Let me see here. Right here, that's the spare tire, and you'll see it dropping down here in just a second. Should have dropped, but it didn't. That whole thing should have. I don't know why this is not dropping down here. Okay, let me see what's going on, guys. Probably been up there since the car was new. Okay guys, weird angle. This is pointing towards the front of the car. Here's the spare tire. There's one there, there's one over there, and there's one up front there. I got the 4 drive shaft bolts out. I don't think you can see it, but there's one up there. I'll show you when we get it out. So I've got the wire unplugged that goes to the module, so I got to take this bolt out, that bolt out, and there's one up under there. They're 18 millimeters. So once I take these 2 out, it's going to be sitting on the jack, and then I'll go up frontwards and I'll take that one out and then just lower it down on the jack. So yeah, easy, right? I think I can get my gun in here because I can move this spare tire. If not, I'll use a ratchet. They're not too bad. There's where it comes through at, right there. That's looking at the front of the car up there. And there's one more on the left side here. I don't think you can see it. There it is, right there. And then there's 4 drive shaft bolts that go in. They're 15 millimeters, so. Alright guys, I'm going to give my camera back to Monkey, and I'm going to take these out of here, and I'm going to just drop this straight down out. Okay guys, there's the old one out. We got the new one up in there. So now, all I gotta do is put the axles back in and the brakes back on. I'm gonna get a wire wheel with my trusty Black & Decker cordless drill that yeah, that's what happens there. Don't use a file on them. Yeah, just use sandpaper, wire wheel, wire brush, whatever. But I mean, if all you got's a file, I get it. But if you got wire wheel or something, use it. But yeah, I'm going to go get the drill that Dennis sent me. I'm going to get this all cleaned up. I'm going to put some never sees on this stuff. And then we got to go over here. Let's just go ahead and do that now. We'll go over here, open this box up. It only took about 20 minutes to get that thing out of there and put back up in there. Monkey helped me. She jacked the jack for me while I guided the nose up in there. Okay, now there should be 2 in each one of them. Alright, let me get you up here on a stand. Open this up. Come very well packaged. Make sure we got the right ones. Some damage there. And there's our new hub. If you guys are changing these, they're the same front and rear on these 2010s anyway, are the same on the front and rear. So, alright. There we go. Turning the wrong thing. That feels good. Alright, now let me go ahead. Monkey always gives me her old towel. Let me get my drill out. We'll do some cleaning and we'll get ready to put the axles back in. That's our next step. I've got the wire plugged back in, got the drive shaft hooked up. Of course, it's bolted up in there. Cool. Let me find my drill. Alright, let's get this cleaned off here. Gotta charge my battery. I'm down to 1. This is the one that was in it when he sent it to me. And it needs to be charged because the other one, I got 2 other ones, but they're no good anymore. They won't take a charge, so. Alright, I'm gonna clean that up. Well, it may go in there. Let's just check and see. Now, I'm going to clean it up some more, and we'll put some never sees on it, and we'll put the axle in. I forgot I have this thing. I bought it at a yard sale. It's a little slow, but let's try it. Might need a little oil in it. My air compressor's unplugged. Go plug it back in. Okay, that sounds better. I'll speed you up through this. Alright, let's put the axle in. Guys, see what I did? I forgot something. Alright. I take these back out. I'll kick you back on. You get the idea. I put that back on, then put them 3 bolts back in. Okay guys, so the 3 bolts that hold the hub in, torque them at 93. That center hub bolt there, the axle nut, 140, but I'll have to tighten that when I get the brakes on. I'll have her hold the brakes and then tighten it down. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and throw the other side back on. I'm going to get these torqued down and the wheels put back on it. Running out of daylight, but I do have lights, so I may go ahead and fill it up and we might take it for a drive. We'll see. Fill it up with a 90 weight gear lube. We'll take it for a ride, make sure there's no leaks, make sure it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Hopefully that jerkin's going out of it. You know, hopefully it's done its thing and now it's done. So we'll see. Okay guys, that's the end of day one.
Woohoo!
It's all done, isn't it?
Almost.
It's done.
It's done, yes.
All we got to do is put the 90 weight in it. But it's done. The wheels are on. Everything's done.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. I
asked her for a 13mm wrench. She brings me one. She brought me a 13 and 14. I said, cool.
Well, I always think it was 13.
No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Putting the cart in front of the horse. Okay, so that wasn't it. So neither one of them was it. So I said, all right, did you see a 15 in there? Yeah, I think so. So I'm handing her the 2 wrenches to take back, and she just walks away. But she comes back. She said, here, this one will work. I said, what is it? It's a 13 to 16. I said, what? Yeah, it'll go from 13 to 16. I said, they don't make a wrench like that. Well, it says 13/16. I said, that's 13/16. I need a 15mm. Oh, it's so funny when she does that. Oh, all you had to do was say 15. I did. I said 15. She thought that slash meant it'll do 13, 14, 15, and 16. I'm like, it's one wrench. It can't do that.
That's what I was thinking.
It was 13/16 in standard. I needed 15mm metric, so she was way off.
Sorry.
But thanks for your help, Monk.
You're welcome.
She sat out with me most of the day, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I appreciate that, because if something happens, you know, I like to have her around.
Yeah.
So.
Being underneath the car is not safe.
What'd you get on your hand a second ago?
Glow in the dark shit.
No, it don't glow in the dark. What's it called?
I don't know. Magnesium.
No, it's anti-sees. Never sees.
Never sees?
Yeah.
So I never see it? Because
No,
I call it
sees.
never see? Never
Anyway,
sees?
it keeps bolts and stuff from, you know.
Rusting.
Yeah.
See, I do
So,
little.
I told her, she went to grab that little bottle. She said, here, you want me to grab this for you? I'm like, no. Too late. She's like, oh, she's trying to wipe it off. It's still on me. I said, don't let this stuff get on you.
I had a little bit, just a little.
Yeah, and it's still on there. It's still gonna be on there. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the morning. I got a battery light blinking. I'll catch you in the morning. We'll put some 90 weight in it, and we'll take it for a ride. All right.
Okie dokie.
All right, Monkey. I asked Monkey. I said, "You think that did it? You think that took care of it?" She said, "Yep."
Yep.
Cool. All right. See you in the morning. Okay, guys. It's the next day. Just want to show you how this comes out since I couldn't get you up under there with me. You unplug this wire. Now you can drop this down a little bit and get your hand up in there better if you need to. But I could get my hand up in there, and I got it unplugged and plugged back in fine. There's 4 bolts here for your drive shaft. Right there, they're 15mm. And then you got this bolt and a bolt that comes through from the back on each side here. That's it. Other than, you know, pulling the axles and stuff, you pretty much seen that. So that's just kind of a recap. That's what came out of it. Now that pan was already dirty, but when I drained that, it looked like the dad put it in. And Jesus. And there the plug on the bottom of this is magnetic, and there was very little metal on it, so I don't know if this is going to take care of the problem or not. I hope it does. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this 90 weight, well, not in that one, but right here. There's a plug on the side of here, right there. You take that plug out. I got a little pump, but what you do is you fill this up. You fill this up until it starts coming out. Until it starts coming back out. Once it starts coming back out, let it drip until it stops, and then you're full. Then you put your plug back in. A lot of people will hurry up and put the plug in. Well, technically that's not right. So, yeah. Then you pretty much saw the axles coming out and going back in. Now I got a little pump that I'm going to put down in that. I'm going to get under there and take that plug out. Well, I'm going to drain, see if there's anything left in there. It should be drained, but I'm going to pull the drain plug just in case. Make sure all that old stuff is out of there, and then we'll pull that side plug out of here, and I'll fill it up. We'll get it down off these stands. We'll take it for a drive. I wanted to do it last night, but Monkey shut me down. So, all right, guys. We just put all my tools in here. Looks like a lot. It's really not a lot. But so I'm gonna need. We'll need this and this, and then I'm gonna crawl up under there, drain that, and then I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Okay, so I'm glad I decided to pull that plug, because they shipped this, it wasn't drained at all. They just had, you can probably see that red one over there. There's two plugs where the axle goes in. That's it. They didn't drain that. I can't believe that's why there was so much in the wrapping. But I can't believe they didn't drain that before shipping it. So, alright. I'll be back with you. Okay, guys. Took it for a ride 3 times. I pulled out, started up the road. It wasn't making the, noise it was making before, but it was making a different one. It was like click, click, click. So I stopped, backed it back down, pulled the wheel off, checked everything, looked fine. Went up under there. I seen something, a piece of wire, one of the wires that go to that, looked like it was tapping on the, there's like a heat shield under there. So I wired that up, fixed that, took it for a ride again. Nope, still the same thing. I brought it back, pulled the wheel off, pulled the brakes off, pulled the caliper off, pulled the rotor off. Couldn't see anything that was rubbing or anything like that. Oh man, what's going on? So I pulled the drive shaft, the 4 bolts that go in here. I didn't see anything there, but what I did see was, I happened to notice this piece here was bent in. Like maybe from shipping, they could have did it, taken it out. I could have did it, I don't know, but this was bent down a little bit. So what it was doing was, when it was coming around that bend, was hitting that. I was like, are you kidding me? So I got a little pry bar, pried it up out, just took it for a ride. That thing is smooth and quiet. So hopefully it stays that way. So we got a trip coming up here in a couple weeks. Not really a trip. Her mom's got to go to the doctor in Tampa, but we decided to get a room because she just can't get her in the car, and then that long drive to Tampa, and then get her out of the car, and then get her back in the car, long drive back, get her back out of the car. That's a big day for her. So we just got a room. We're going to take the e-bikes. So, but now the hard part's cleaning all this stuff up. If you guys are wondering, this holds a quart. I put a cord in it and it started dripping out. So it holds exactly a quart. Now if you actually turn it up on its end, it'd probably be a little more than that, you know, if you drained it. But if you're just going to change your 90 weight, yeah, holds exactly a quart. So that's a hard part, and of course all that stuff. All right, I'll let Monkey take it for a ride, see what she thinks of it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Not sure what I'm going to film next, but I got a couple things I want to do this week. Tuesday, her aunt and uncle's going to come, and they're going to go get something to eat, take her mom. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I won't be able to do a whole lot tomorrow, but I think I'll stay here Tuesday and let them go do their thing, you know, and because I do have some stuff here I want to get taken care of. Alright guys, so thanks for watching again. I appreciate it. Shea Bear, the Myth, the Man, the Legend. I'm gone for now, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Monkey come out a little bit ago. I was laying on the ground. She said, "Did you see somebody out here?" No, why? I don't see anybody. She said, "Right there." Bruno was laying right here in the sun, just chilling. She said, "How'd he get out?" I don't know. Because I think she's doing laundry or something. I think he might have come out the garage door. Alright guys, bye-bye everyone. Take care. Stay safe. Enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye.